Carolyn.
Hello, Trevor. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Radio Gardeners. You normally find Trevor right here in this beautiful garden.
And you'll find Carolyn on the radio in the studio.
Do you know what, Trevor? I mean, look at this beautiful lawn. Everybody wants a lawn like this. You got to tell us, give us some tips. How do you do it?
Well, you know, some people get a bit sort of overexcited about the lawn. This grass, I have never sown this grass. I've only ever looked after it. So this is grass that we inherited 35 years ago. And all we do is look after it every year with a bit of fertilizer, a bit of feeding. But you've heard me say on the radio many, many times, the singly best thing you can do is autumn feed. Because what you're trying to do is encourage good growth in the roots of the plant. Once you've got good roots, then it will respond to feed. Now, I put on a spring feed, I put on a summer feed, I put on a liquid retention agent, or you can do that by using some of these green thumb type people, which is very cost effective these days, very cost effective. But, you know, it's a case of if you want it to show off the rest of the garden, you have to have it sort of neat.
Yeah, so tell us, you feed it in April?
Feed it in April, and then again...
What sort of feed's that?
That would, well, I do...
Feed a weed?
Well, you see, I've hardly any weeds once you get on top of it. And as you
There's
say...
hardly any weeds. Well, look, the rest of us, unfortunately, are not in that position. So
You're
you
quite
just put
right.
down, you would suggest to me to put down weed and feed?
Yeah, a weed feed
In April.
and even a moss kill. April into May.
Okay.
April into May.
And then?
And that should get it going. And then you've controlled it. You might have to rake out a bit of moss. We would scarify this to remove moss maybe every third year.
Right.
So it's a continual sort of system. In summer, all you got to do then is give it a really good long-lasting feed.
Right.
And you can buy lawn fertilizers that will continuously feed for 8 weeks or more.
And that can be liquid or the granules?
Probably granules, better,
granules are
because
better?
they're designed then to be some slow release and some quick release.
Right, okay. And then you'd finally give it some more treatment in autumn?
Big time. That is the one to do. If you only ever do one lawn treatment, do it in autumn. Now, one of the other secrets is actually the length you leave the grass.
Right.
I used to be really low cutting. Now, if you look at my lawnmower, it's there's at least 2 more settings that you could adjust the machine to. And I have it set high, much higher than I used to. And you can see that the blade length is quite long. And that's part of the secret. If you crop it, then it will actually dry out much, much quicker. And the reason why you're getting stripes is that you're flattening this one's got a steel roller, and that's part of the secret as well, that it looks better. If you have a lawnmower that has a roller on the back of it.
Let's have a look at it.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so that's got the steel roller.
Yeah.
See, some of the ones on my lawnmower would have the plastic roller,
Yep.
so it wouldn't give me that definition.
It'll give you stripe, but maybe the steel is that little bit better. But, you know, you're using the lawn to display everything else that's around it, you know, and we have some lovely stuff there.
I mean, look, come with me a wee second. Barbara, the lovely Barbara, Trevor's wife, has been working away at the borders here today, and as you can see, she's planted some beautiful colour here, so that they can look from their window out onto the beautiful lawn, which is their backdrop, and then see the gorgeous colour. And you can see the work that she's done, but what really sets it off is the edging here. Look at the edges. Look around this garden and look at the edges.
I'm going to take you
Show us
back.
how to do that.
I'm going to take you back to my wheelbarrow because I have my tools ready to go.
Right, show us how to do this. Look at the edging. Love it.
These are my 2 weapons, so to speak.
Okay.
We'll talk about the edging shears first, and if we go to here, now one could use ordinary shears, but it's back-breaking. You're down on your hands and knees. Whereas long-handled shears, and it's important that they're vertical cut, not horizontal. You can buy horizontally cutting ones, but the vertical cut is much, much easier. If we look at the edge, you can see that I have been working at this. I was away for over a week, so this is ready for a very slight trim, and that's all you do, you know. And I can have that done in 30 minutes, the whole garden. And really, what you're trying to do is just keep it at bay. Now,
Something else, isn't it?
when
I love that.
in
Let me have a
between,
wee go.
oh yes,
I want to see how difficult it would be for Goldie to do this. Hang on a second.
There's some good long ones there for you. Good.
Oh, it's quite therapeutic, that, isn't it?
It is.
I could be doing that all day. Trevor, I'll come round and help you someday.
Now,
Look, and you've had these quite a while. Look,
Oh,
You know,
yep.
these are worn.
Yep.
And obviously a very good make.
These were the old Wilkinson, which I think now is Fiskars. But the interesting thing is, if you do look at it, you see that they're oiled. Mm-hmm. Now, I oil them virtually every time I go to use them, and you see the oil there. It just does help to keep them.
What's that, just a regular WD-40 or something?
WD-40 or anything like that. Now, you're enjoying that therapeutically.
Yes, I love that.
You're going to enjoy the next one.
Right.
I alternate. 1 week I will use the shears,
Right.
and 1 week I will use a flame.
Oh,
And this is therapeutic. Now we might make a tiny bit of noise. Now if we can just get the camera in here, you'll see what happens to these edges. You can see they're fluffy and frilly, and we get this going. Try not to burn the camera. And look how the very tips of the grass actually disappear.
wow.
Now, as I say, 1 week I'll use the shears and 1 week I'll use this. And the nice thing about this is that it completely desiccates, the grass desiccates and disappears, so you've no tidying up to do.
Oh,
Now, it's real neat.
that's some job.
Now, you have a go at that, Goldie.
Oh, let me see.
You'll love that because it keeps your feet nice and warm as well.
Do I have to press a button? when-
No,
and you have
just
it on
nice
and
and
that's
steady. Nice and steady.
it? I don't want to, there'd be a big fire going on in your garden. What about down near these plants?
Just underneath it and you're all right. Take your time. Take your time. So keep your eye on the flame. Yeah, you're a good apprentice.
I'm scared to go near your...
That'll do.
I'm just frightened that I'm going to hit...
No, the important thing
How do
is
you
that
turn it off?
just there. The important thing is, you know, you
That's
are.
so- I was just frightened the whole thing was going to go up in flames. Never
What?
forgive myself.
One needs to be a little bit careful. So whilst we're advising people to use it, do it with caution.
But look, let's get... Gav, get in there and get a look at that edging now that since we've gone along there.
And you see the fact that you've burnt it gives you a nice dark definition.
Yes,
So between the two, that's what I use.
that's great. All right, so we need to get our edging sorted out. No more scissors, no more bending down with scissors to cut the edges of your grass. You know what to get yourself. What are they called again?
Edging shears.
Edging shears. And what's
This
this?
is a weed burner.
And a weed burner. And you do all your weeds with that too?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, particularly grass in the paving and whatnot. It's absolutely brilliant for getting fine weeds and grass. They just completely desiccate.
And is there a particular type or anyone?
No, any of those. And you know, they're cheap as chips.
Yeah.
That's about $19.99 and you get 2 or 3 canisters with it.
Fantastic. All right, folks, so get your lawn sorted out. Take the tips from Trevor and hopefully you'll get yours looking as beautiful as this. Until next time.